another innovative product that we have here at Boss Tech. This concerns the high pressure rail. The high pressure rail is how the oil enters the injectors. Now, for those of you who might not know, the Ford Power Stroke 6.0 uses high pressure engine motor oil to actually fire the fuel in the injector. And that oil enters the injector through these sockets here. Now, if you have a problem with this oil rail, Ford only sells this as a complete replacement part. So that's somewhere in the $400 to $500 range. Boss Tech has come out with replacement ball tubes and O-rings so that you can do this job for 25% of the cost of what buying the entire rail would be. Now, we have a tool that is designed to remove the nuts, the retaining nuts. It just goes in here. Get it lined up. After removing the nut, there's an O-ring underneath here that over time deteriorates and becomes hard and brittle. This is a perfect example. This O-ring right here is extremely hard, and I'm sure it is not sealing like it originally was. And if you notice, this O-ring is a new one, and this is a special O-ring. It's a Viton O-ring that it can withstand the heat that the engine generates to prevent this problem from happening again. But in addition to the O-ring going bad, the surface on the tube here might be hard to see in the camera, but it has scar marks, and if you looked at it underneath a microscope, it looked like a sheet of sandpaper. So that can cause a situation called O-ring nibbling. Well, this part goes inside this injector, and there's a seal in the top of the injector that this oil leaking from here, over time, it can become deteriorated because of the high pressure oil hitting down on the seal and then eating it away. This will cause a condition that a scan tool would tell you have a bad injector. You can replace the injector. Your vehicle could possibly go back to running with no problems, but over time your injector will go bad again. So it's not a bad idea to replace the ball tubes with the new O-rings and injector installation. It can prevent some headaches in the upcoming future. Some conditions, the tubes can be leaking so bad that it causes a no-start condition that is very difficult to diagnose, and we've heard stories of people replacing injectors multiple times, high pressure oil pump, ICP sensors, and still not getting the vehicle to run proper, and it all coming back down to this high pressure rail with these O-ring problems. And the way you would determine this is a problem is you have to pressurize the rail. On the other side of this, you can see that this is the ICP sensor. You can remove the ICP sensor and charge the system with air and listen for leaks. We've been told that shop air is, a lot of cases, is not enough to determine where the leaks are, and you need to use a higher pressure than just shop air. And there are various ways you can achieve this. But this is just one of the many things that Boss Tech brings to the marketplace to help the owners of the diesel vehicles be able to operate and maintain their vehicles at a reduced cost from what it has been currently available in the marketplace.